What's the biggest misconception of you? What's one thing people think about you, but it's not true?
I would say that people probably don't think I'm as kind as I actually am. I think that I'm a very genuine, kind person. So when a lot of people do get to know me, they're like, oh my God, I thought you weren't kind, that you weren't nice. I just think the resting bitch face gets to a lot of people.
Craziest rumor you heard about yourself?
Craziest rumor. Probably that I'd be dating someone, but I wouldn't. Like if I'm out with, with a guy, they'll be like, oh, she's dating. And I'm like, he's definitely just a friend. I think that's probably the biggest one around Atlanta, a lot.
We're talking about like a particular celebrity or famous person, or
No.
or just when people see you out with a male figure?
Yeah, because normally I'm not out with a male figure at all. Normally it's just a bunch of girls. But every now and then I'll pop out with one of my guy friends, and then that's when the rumors start. But I'm actually very single, so.
At this point?
At this point. I've been single for a while.
Why?
I think I think I have a lot of growing up to do, and I don't think that I've became the woman that I'm supposed to be yet. And I'm learning every day, and I just think that I want to become the best version of myself before I can give that version to somebody else.
When you say single for a while, what does that mean? How long is a while at this point?
I've been single for longer than 6 months, but before then, I'd been single forever. So I've had one boyfriend that I would consider,
You're single,
a long time.
You're single, but you do date?
I casually go on dates, but it takes a lot for me to take somebody serious, a lot, because I don't feel like people are who they say they are. I think that true colors really show over time, so I try not to let myself get too involved with somebody before I really know who they are and where their heart, really is.
I think I've heard, I can't remember which comedian said it, but in their stand-up special, when it came to like dating and things of that nature, they said when you date somebody, you're meeting a representation of themselves.
Absolutely.
You're not really meeting them.
Absolutely.
You don't meet them right away.
I agree with that. I feel like true colors definitely show over periods of time. I feel like you also have to see people go through different things to see how their reaction and their point of view and how they think on that situation. That shows a lot. Like I think that I would like to say that I think very positive in most of my situations, and a lot of people don't. They react, in different ways, and we're all human. But I just feel like over time and seeing people in different situations, like their highs, their lows, the best, the worst, then you can really see where a person's heart really is.
Is there a question you hate to answer people ask of you? Like a question that just always seems to come up that you just can't stand?
There's a lot. There's a lot of questions I don't really like to answer.
But are there one or two or three that just always seem to pop up over and over and over again?
Yes. There's a question that a lot of people ask me all the time, and I hate talking about it because I feel like it really goes all around the world of how I could answer it. And it's, don't you think you deserve better for yourself? Like, why are you a dancer? That's the biggest question that I get a lot. And I get it. A lot of people are like, why would you do that? Like, you don't seem like that type of person. Or like, you don't seem like you fit, that style or that lifestyle. And I just simply say, like, look, everybody goes down different paths in their life, and I don't let this life run me. I live my lifestyle. So that's the worst question I like to answer, but that's the best answer I've came up with, to just cut people off. That usually ends the conversation.
For somebody watching this that might not know, how long have you been dancing for at this point, exotic dancing?
Okay, I've been into exotic dancing since I was 19, so 4 years, going up on 4 years. Yeah, I'm 23, so.
Now, do you care what people think of you?
Yes and no. I think everybody does to a little bit. I do, but I don't at the same time.
Explain.
So, a lot of comments that I hear about myself, or a lot of opinions, everybody has an opinion, but a lot of opinions that I hear about myself, I try to not let it get the best of me. I definitely take it into consideration of, like, is this a bad look? Like, is this kind of ruining my reputation? And I take a lot of opinions into consideration just more so because I want to be a good person. So if I feel like it rubs some people the wrong way, I definitely like to try to take that into consideration and care a little bit so that I can better myself. So I do, but I don't. It just depends.
Now, sometimes when people care about another person's opinion of themselves, it can lead to health issues. It can lead to a certain level of stress. It can lead to anxiety, depression, worst case, suicidal thoughts. Did you face any of this stuff when it came to caring about another person's opinion of you?
I've never been suicidal or I've never been, I guess, like depressed for something that somebody said about me. It's never affected my mental health. Thank God. It's never. But I do know that mental health is a real thing, and my heart goes out to people that really are affected by other people's opinions about them. But I personally, I just sometimes I ignore it, and sometimes I take it into consideration. But I always keep my thoughts positive whenever I hear stuff like that about myself.
What are your keys to success? What are some things that make you successful at this point?
I try to go through the bullshit, cut through the bullshit. That's, I guess, the easiest way to sum it up. I think that I try to keep myself focused in anything that I feel that distracts me. As hard as it is, I definitely will try to cut it out. Because, everything isn't as easy as just going straight to your goal. It's not that easy. It's definitely hard. But anything that I feel that might distract me or that can distract me, I usually just try to cut it off.